morning everyone. Today we'll discuss about Murabahah Sukuk. Murabahah is a trust sale where the seller will clearly tell the purchaser the amount of profit that the seller will make during the transaction. Currently, by practice, Murabahah is done through deferred sale concept where the payment is generally deferred. The commodity can be, for example, palm oil use, construction material that is irrespective of region, irrespective of market, irrespective of custom, and irrespective of usage. The principle here is that the commodity must be Sharia compliant commodity which can be qualified, quantified, has a value, and has the ability to get transferred. According to LFI, the Murabahah Sukuk is not tradable. The underlying asset in this sukuk is the obligation of the company to pay to the SPV. The underlying is the receivable, the obligation of the company to pay the debt to the SPV. This debt or receivable, according to Sharia, can only be transferred at par value. If one of the investors wants to sell the sukuk, he can only sell at par value. He cannot sell at discount or at premium. If he sells at discount or at premium, the difference is nothing but riba. By majority scholars throughout the world, they do not allow the trading of Murabahah Sukuk. However, some jurisdictions, some scholars allow the trading of Murabahah Sukuk, but majority scholars and recognized institutions like AOFI do not allow the trading of Murabahah Sukuk, and they consider the trading of Murabahah Sukuk at discount or at premium to be not Sharia compliant.
General Murabahah Sukuk structure is a sale of commodities at a price which consists of cost price and also the profit. Under this structure, the parties that are involved, which are, the first is investors, the second is issuer SPV, third is commodity supplier, and also the fourth is the originator.
Okay guys, now we have come to the topic of general sukuk, and we will take a look at what is the structure of general sukuk. First of all, general sukuk, we have investor, and what the investor do is that they will invest their money towards issuer SPV, and the issuer SPV will issue the sukuk Murabahah towards the investor, and of course the investor will subscribe such sukuk. And then the next step is that the issuer SPV, they will approach the originator, in which they will enter into a specific Murabahah agreement with regard to a specific commodity, and they had agreed in the Murabahah agreement that the commodity will be paid at a different price. So here the originator had agreed to purchase, and here the issuer SPV had agreed to sell at a different price. After the Murabahah agreement has been concluded between the issuer SPV and originator, what we issuer SPV do is that issuer SPV here, they will approach commodity supplier, such commodity supplier as has been agreed in the Murabahah agreement to purchase such commodity. Here, the commodity supplier will deliver the commodity in spot payment and also spot delivery. After that, after the issuer SPV had obtained the commodity as been prescribed, he will approach again the originator to resell such commodity supplier as according towards the Murabahah agreement. So here the originator will pay the commodity according to the deferred price, and after they had paid the commodity price, the profits will be obtained by issuer SPV, and the profits here will be paid to the investor. So the investor will get back their dividends and also their profits at a different price. The sukuk that they have obtained here in the first place will stipulated how much the deferred price and how much the period of time will be. Therefore, the profit that will obtain here is tallied towards according the sukuk that has been issued in the first place. So, I guess I have made everything clear. So, that concludes for the general sukuk, and it's quite easy to understand. So, thank you for lending me your ear, and that's all for today.
What is government investment issue? It is a form of marketable security claims which issued by the government of Malaysia in order to raise funds and finance for the government development expenditure. The parties involved in this structure are: the first is investors, the second is Bank Negara Malaysia as an agent, and the third is commodity supplier, fourth issuer or known as government, and lastly is purchaser known as the originator.
Now, we will discuss about the government investment issue structure based on Murabahah concept. This is the investor. What did the investor do? Investor will appoint the bank as an agent to buy the commodities. And then, the bank as a commodity agent will buy the commodity from the commodity supplier. The bank will sell the commodity to the government at a markup price. So what is markup price? Or markup price is the bank will sell the commodity at the higher price when they buy at the commodity supplier. And then since the bank sold to the government the commodity, so the bank will pay the bank at a deferred price. So what is meant by deferred price? Deferred price means the government will pay to the bank installmentally. And then, since we know that the bank sell to the government at the market price, then they will get a profit. So where did the profit go? The profit will go to the investor, which means the government will pay to the investor periodically. And then the pay of the profit representing the coupon on government investment issue, which is GII. What is the meaning of the coupon of government investment issue? So first of all, the GII coupon is issued by the government to the investor. And the coupon of the GII representing as an evidence of indebtedness of the government to the investor. And on the maturity date, which is the deferred payment, the government will make a payment representing the principal amount and also the final profit to the investor. And with regards to the on maturity date, the GII will be redeemed. And then, since the government had buy the commodity from the bank, the government will sell the commodity, will appoint the bank as an agent to sell the commodity. And then the bank as an agent to the government will sell the commodity to the purchaser to raise the required funding for the government itself. And then the profit will be cashed to the government back.
So here is the full picture of the GII structure based on Murabahah concept. So first we have the investor who will appoint the bank as an agent to buy the commodity. And the bank as a commodity agent will sell the commodity to the government. And then the government here will buy the commodity from the bank at the market price and pay to the bank at deferred price. And here the bank as an issuer will issue the GII coupon to the investor. And since the government buy the commodity from the bank at the market price, that is a profit. And the profit will be go back to investor periodically. And then the profit that goes to the investor representing the GII coupon. So here the government will appoint the bank as an agent for the government to sell the commodity to the purchaser at cost to refund the financing of the government. And then the profit gained from the bank as an agent for the government will be go to the government.
Okay guys, after the all explanation have been given just now, here is the differences between General Murabahah Sukuk and GII. The first is the objective. In General Murabahah Sukuk is to gain the profit by selling at market price. However, in GII is to raise the fund and finance for the government expenditure. The second is the parties. In General Murabahah Sukuk does not involve the government. However, in the GII, it does involve the government. General Murabahah Sukuk SPV is the one who issue the certificate. However, in GII, the government will issue the Sukuk certificate. And the third and the fourth is the payment of profit is paid in lump sum, however in GII will pay in periodically. Here the picture of both structure. As we all can see, for the general structure, it only involve the investor, the issuer or SPV, and also the purchaser known as the originator. Meanwhile, for the government investment issue structure, the investor will appoint an agent to deal with issuer SPV, and issuer SPV will appoint an agent to deal with the purchaser. So, I had explained the differences between general structure and the GII. Hope you guys can understand what the concept laid down in general structure and the GII.